A waitress refused to serve me because of how I dressed. Then my son revealed I own the entire restaurant chain. I've never been one for designer clothes. Even after building a restaurant empire with 12 locations across the city, I still prefer my worn jeans and comfortable flannel shirts. My son James, who manages our flagship restaurant, often jokes that I dress like I am about to fix someone's plumbing rather than sign their paychecks. Last night, I decided to surprise James by stopping by before closing. I hadn't visited this location in months and wanted to see how our newest menu items were being presented when I entered. When I entered, the restaurant was nearly empty. I took a seat at a corner table and waited. 5 minutes passed with 2 servers chatting at the bar, occasionally glancing my way with obvious disdain. Finally, one approached with visible reluctance. "Listen, old man," she said, looking down her nose at me. "We're about to close, and this restaurant doesn't serve, people who dress like you." I sat stunned, anger building as she continued to stare with open contempt. Before I could respond, James emerged from the back office. "Dad," he called, surprised. "What are you doing here?" I turned him, barely containing my fury. "Who the hell is this woman, and how did you manage to hire someone so disrespectful?" The server's face drained of color as James's expression darkened. "My office. Now," he told her in a tone I'd never heard from my usually cheerful son. "I want the other one too," I added, gesturing to the second server who'd been watching the entire exchange, the one who thought I wasn't worth approaching when I sat down inside James's office. Both women stood nervously as my son closed the door. "Do you know who this is?" James asked them quietly. They shook their heads. "This is Michael Donovan, my father, the owner of all 12 Donovan's restaurants in this city, including the one you just refused to serve him in." Their faces transformed from confusion to horror. "Mr. Donovan, we're so sorry," one began. I raised my hand to stop her apology. "Save it. I started this business 30 years ago, wearing these same clothes while working 18-hour days. The fact that you judge people based on their appearance tells me everything I need to know about your character." I turned to my son James. "I trust you'll handle this appropriately. Every customer deserves respect, not just the ones you think can afford it. Some lessons in hospitality come with a high price tag."